How are you both doing?
We're great. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna get started. I'll begin with you, Kathy. I just wondered if you could tell me a little bit about what attracted you to getting involved in this project.
Oh, every part of it. I
Hmm.
mean, I love animation because there's just absolutely no limits to the kind of storytelling that you can do. And it's very exciting for me because I also love space travel and space exploration. So just as like a little nerd, the nerd in me is just very excited every time that I get into the studio and get to pretend that I'm on the moon. I mean, that was huge. But most importantly, the fact that I'm getting to share a huge part of myself and my heritage through this story. I'm so excited to see this cast of Asian characters on screen, and also just the way that they're portrayed just feels so real and authentic and true to my culture. And so that it was a huge gift for me to be able to tell a story that had those elements in it.
Yeah, because I've read a quote actually from yourself, Kathy, before where you said it was a real privilege to share your culture with the world. Is that something you agree with, Philippa? Do you think that sometimes having a film like this, which is so celebratory and affectionate towards heritage and culture, do you almost feel it can be a privilege to share that through the arts?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, when I sit down with my Chinese family and we're eating dinner, I always think like, God, I wish I could just invite all of my not Chinese friends to come and sit with us and experience this. And you do get to not only like actually experience like a meal that this family, that Feifei's family is having in this film, but like the journey that Feifei goes on. And I feel like that metaphor really explains very well what I feel in this film, is that there's like a very intimate and true part of ourselves and our heritage that we get to share with the world through the eyes of this character of Feifei. And it goes beyond anyone's imagination. So it really just like levels the playing field. Even if you're very familiar with Chinese culture or not familiar at all, you're all going on this journey to the moon. And it's very exciting, and what a beautiful thing to be able to share with everyone.
And Kathy, how important is a film like this now? Because this is because one thing that we've been robbed of so much this year. So much of our usual kind of freedom, and some people of their health. And I just wondered, but one thing we haven't had taken away from us is our imagination. And obviously, Feifei is full of imagination. I just wondered how nice it is, you think, to share a movie like this, which is all about kind of us believing in the impossible.
Yeah, I mean, I think we feel very limited right now. I think all over the world people feel like there's a lot that's been taken away. But the fact that, you can escape to this world with Feifei and go to places that you wouldn't even normally be able to go to. You're going to the moon. And it's just this wonderful, beautiful place that you as the audience member will get to expand on later. You can just making sure that kids remember to access their animation, their imagination and creativity is so important right now to keep joy in their hearts. And besides that, with the way that the world is right now, I mean, it's so important that kids see people kind of healing together as well. Chang'e and Feifei really lift each other up, which is such a powerful message to see these two women who are struggling to support each other and to rely on each other to come out of it. It's such a beautiful message for children and families.
And Philippa, of course, you've been involved in one of the great kind of musicals of of recent years, and this is another great musical. I'm just wondering what for you makes a really good musical, because it is one of those things that can be so easy to get wrong, but when they're good, there's nothing quite like them.
I mean, gosh, I think what a great musical can do is heighten the story that's already there, to give us, through the tool of song, we're able to have a window inside the mind of these characters and take a journey with them that literally makes our heart beat faster or slower depending on what kind of song it is. And as somebody who loves music and loves sharing stories through music, I'm really excited to share this very diverse group of songs that are in this film As much as you go on a journey all over the world and to the moon, you're going on a journey all over the map in terms of what kind of styles you're listening to and what their function is in the storytelling. And it's just a load of fun, really, is what it is.
Brilliant. Well, on that note, thanks so much for your time today. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye, guys.
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey!